This week, four things broke at the same time. A $2 billion deal was killed by Beijing. A $4,000 marketplace was run entirely by AI bots. A model that was supposed to be too dangerous to release just found 270 day flaws in Firefox. And the trial of the century, Elon Musk versus Sam Altman, $134 billion on the table, opened in a federal courtroom in Oakland this morning. Nobody is talking about all four of these together. They should be. Because together, they tell you exactly what happened to AI in the last 72 hours and what happens next. Let's start with the courtroom, because everything else this week happens against this backdrop. This morning, in a federal courtroom in Oakland, California, Elon Musk and Sam Altman walked into a trial that has been brewing for almost 3 years. The dollar figure on the docket is $134 billion. The legal claim is fraud, breach of contract, and a transition Musk's lawyers describe, and I'm quoting from the actual filing, as quote, perfidy and deceit of Shakespearean proportions, end quote. They allege Altman ran what they called a quote, long con, end quote, on Musk and the original OpenAI donors. Here is what is actually on trial. In 2015, Musk gave OpenAI $44 million when it was a tiny non-profit research lab. The pitch he was sold was simple: build artificial general intelligence, give it to humanity, never go for profit. 8 years later, OpenAI is structured as a for-profit juggernaut valued at $852 billion. Musk is suing to unwind that transition. He wants Sam Altman removed. He wants Greg Brockman removed. He wants the for-profit conversion reversed. The witness list reads like a tech industry obituary. Musk himself, Altman, Brockman, and possibly Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. Because the path of OpenAI's evolution runs straight through Microsoft's checkbook. The backdrop matters. On April 10th, just over 2 weeks ago, around 4 in the morning, a 20-year-old man named Daniel Moore, threw a Molotov cocktail at Sam Altman's San Francisco home. He was arrested with a manifesto on him warning of human extinction at the hands of AI. He is now charged with attempted murder. The US attorney is treating it as domestic terrorism. The point: this trial isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening in a country where people are throwing firebombs at AI executives' houses, where the New Yorker just published a 70-page expose of Altman's, quote, consistent pattern of lying, end quote, where every move OpenAI makes is now read by half the country as evidence the AI revolution has gone wrong. The trial runs 4 weeks through mid-May. Liability phase first. The verdict could either confirm OpenAI's structure as the largest non-profit, to for-profit pivot in tech history, or it could unwind it the week before OpenAI's IPO. Either way, the rules of how AI labs are allowed to be built, they're being written this month in a federal courthouse in Oakland. While Altman was walking into court in Oakland, 8,000 miles away in Beijing, China was killing a Meta acquisition. Today, April 27th, China's National Development and Reform Commission, the country's top economic planning agency, formally prohibited Meta's $2 billion acquisition of Manus. Manus is a Singapore-based AI startup with Chinese roots. Their flagship product is a quote, general purpose, end quote, AI agent. The kind that does multi-step autonomous work, which apparently is now a Chinese national security asset. Read what just happened slowly. China didn't walk the deal. They didn't ask for concessions, they formally blocked it. They ordered all parties to withdraw from the transaction. This is the first time China has formally killed a US big tech acquisition of an AI startup. The first. The timing is impossible to miss. Less than a month before President Trump's planned May trip to Beijing to meet Xi. AI is now a chess piece in US-China negotiations, the same way as semiconductors became one in 2022. China is signaling, we will block your AI acquisitions. The question Trump is going to walk into next month is, what are you going to do about it? Meta's response there, quote, evaluating options, end quote. Translation: there are no options. When China's NDRC says no, the deal is dead. Meanwhile, Meta is announcing $115 to $135 billion in AI capital expenditures this year alone, almost double last year. They're spending that money to buy compute and chips and data centers. The one thing they can't buy anymore, at least not from Singapore, is a finished AI agent product. This is the new map. The US-China Cold War found its AI front this week, and we just got the first formal block. Now hold both of those thoughts in your head: Musk in court, China blocking Meta, and let me tell you what Anthropic published yesterday. Anthropic took their San Francisco office, and for 1 week they turned it into a Craigslist-style marketplace. 69 of their employees got $100 each in real gift cards. The rules were simple. You could buy anything from your coworkers. You could sell anything to your coworkers. There was just one catch. You weren't allowed to do the negotiating. The Claude AI was. Every employee was randomly assigned an AI agent. Some got Claude Opus 4.5, the flagship expensive smart model. Some got Claude Haiku 4.5, the lightweight, cheaper one. They weren't told which one represented them. Their AI agents went and negotiated with each other's AI agents over real goods, for real money, for one full week. When it ended 180, 6 deals had closed. Just over $4,000 in real money had moved hands. People got home goods, they got speakers, they got couches. They got things their AI agents had picked out and negotiated for them while they weren't watching. Now here is the part that should make you sit up straight. Anthropic ran the numbers. The Opus agents systematically beat the Haiku agents. On the same items, when sold by an Opus seller, the price came in $3.64 higher on average. When bought by an Opus buyer, the price came in measurably lower. The smarter AI quietly took money out of the dumber AI's pocket on every transaction. The losing humans, the ones with Haiku agents, never knew. The post-experiment surveys showed it. They didn't perceive a disadvantage. They walked away thinking that was a fun experiment. 46% of them said they'd pay for a service like this in the future. Here is the line Anthropic put in their own blog post, and I will read it exactly. Quote, "The policy and legal frameworks around AI models that transact on our behalf simply don't exist yet. Society will need to move quickly." End quote. What they're saying is the smarter AI is already taking your money. The market is already sorting humans into winners and losers based on which model they happen to be assigned. The losers don't know they're losing, and there is no law on the books to do anything about it. That is the world that exists today. While Altman is in court being accused of running a long con, Claude bots are running 1,000 small cons every minute on real Anthropic employees with real money. And the loser doesn't even know. Which brings me to the most quietly terrifying story of the weekend. The one almost nobody is reporting on. Anthropic has a model called Mythos. You may have heard of it. It was in the news last week. Mythos is the model Anthropic specifically said they would not release publicly. Their words, they withheld it. Why? Because Mythos can autonomously discover zero-day vulnerabilities. It can write working exploits. It can chain 4 browser bugs together to escape both the renderer sandbox and the operating system sandbox. They built the most dangerous offensive cybersecurity AI ever publicly disclosed, and they decided it was too dangerous to ship, so they restricted it. Mythos went only to 52 vetted partners under a program called Project Glasswing. This week, those partners pointed it at Mozilla Firefox. The result, 271 previously undocumented vulnerabilities discovered, 270 days in one browser in 1 week. Now stop and think about what that means. Mythos is the AI Anthropic said was too dangerous for the public. 52 organizations have it. They turned it loose on the second most used browser on earth. It found 271 ways in. And here's the part that makes the whole story collapse on itself. Last week, Anthropic also disclosed a Discord group already gained unauthorized access to Mythos. They figured out the API URL by guessing Anthropic's own naming conventions. The too dangerous to release model has already leaked beyond the 52 partners. So Mythos is loose. Mythos finds 270 days a week. And the legal frameworks for any of this, to borrow Anthropic's own line from Project Deal, simply don't exist yet. So look at what just happened in 72 hours. In Oakland, Elon Musk and Sam Altman walked into a trial that could rewrite how every AI lab in America is structured. In Beijing, the Chinese government formally killed an American AI acquisition for the first time. In San Francisco, Claude bots quietly extracted money from real humans who didn't know they were on the losing side. And in 52 undisclosed offices, an AI Anthropic called too dangerous to release just found 271 ways into the browser you are watching this video on. These 4 stories are not separate, they are one story. The story is, AI moved from the thing we are building to the thing that already runs our courts, our trade negotiations, our markets, and our security. It happened this week. The infrastructure to govern any of it is not built. The lawsuits to define any of it are just starting. The acquisitions to consolidate any of it are now subject to vetoes from foreign governments. And the agents that already trade on your behalf, the ones already taking your money in invisible negotiations, they are already in production. Sam Altman is in court today defending the structure of OpenAI. Mark Zuckerberg is in his office today watching Beijing kill his deal. 69 Anthropic employees are at home today wondering whether their Claude agent got them a fair price on that lamp. And somewhere, 52 researchers are reading a list of 271 Firefox bugs. This is the week the AI era stopped being a pitch deck and started being a courtroom. a customs office, a marketplace, and a battlefield. At the same time, if you want to know what AI looks like in 2027, look at what the lawyers, the regulators, the agents, and the hackers did this week, because they just wrote the next chapter. I'm Mayank. Thanks for watching.